Facebook Live, and we got another special topic for you guys tonight. So figured we'd throw out one more for you. A little late, but uh, I know these things all over the world. So I think we had Tel Aviv on here last night. I don't know what time of day it was over there, but yeah, definitely not the same hour it is right now here. So anyway, we were going to talk about contact tonight. So what I mean by that is so many times I think we need help, right? We need help with our goals. We need advice. We need structure. We need a pathway, and we're just not sure where to go and what to do. And one of the most limiting things I know for myself I've ever experienced, and I see in a lot of other people as well sometimes, is we just simply don't reach out enough to our resources around us. Maybe we do a little bit of research, we read a book, we watch a YouTube video, we do, a few things here and there, but a lot of times we neglect the resources that are out there in front of us. Our community that's around us, like our horse community, certain mentors or resources that are available. We just don't really utilize them. I know funny one that happens sometimes at clinics is we call it a moment of silence. And I think Rosie and I, we always joke about it. So this is a moment of silence. And what that is, I don't know the number, 10 to 20 times a day, I'll stop the group and be like, are there any questions? Like for the whole group. Like we're going to stop the clinic, the class, whatever. I'll ask, are there any questions? And sometimes there are some great questions, but oftentimes there are no questions. And so the joke is like, it's a moment of silence. And yeah, something like people maybe don't have questions, and that's understandable. But sometimes I think, maybe they're just not should, or if they could, or maybe they're a little fearful, or confidence, or it's going to be a dumb question, or whatever in their mind, so they don't ask the question. So the joke is sometimes it's like, oh, well, there's going to be a moment of silence. And, I know for myself, when I was getting developed in this, there were certain mentors I would walk right up to and I would share. I would like reach out and talk. And but then others, like one time I was living literally probably 2 miles from Bob Alva, one of the greatest horsemen ever. And I only went to his barn one time. And this is back in the heyday when he was raising guys like Todd Bergen and stuff, and John Slack and a few of the guys. I'm pretty sure they were there. And I only went by one time. You know just an idiot I was to not go by there more. Just an idiot, like 2 miles from me. And the one time I went by there, he was super welcoming. He gave a tour of the barn. He was real nice. It's just like, and I never went again. It's not that I didn't want to go. I didn't reach out for a point of contact. And what a huge opportunity that would have been. I followed him in his career and stuff, but there's no simulating what probably could have happened if I'd have just gone on there. Now I had other great mentors and stuff, and I shared the time with them, but points of contact, like, do you have opportunities, I guess, in front of you that you could be reaching out and talking to other people, even if it's just somebody. I know I have questions. Just amongst your peers and stuff, and I've seen a step up in that with like the Equine Masterclass lately, and those groups, those are both Facebook groups that we run, and the huge like circling up of people in a good way to help everybody out. Like somebody will put a post, hey, I'm struggling. Hey girl, I've been there. Don't worry, we've all been through that. Or maybe here's a little tip or whatever the thing may be. But because they reach out and they're a little bit vulnerable, and I think that's probably the hard part for folks, is there's going to be some amount of vulnerability. And it's just a little bit tricky on them to do stuff like that sometimes. So I think as we kind of just accept some of that vulnerability and we take the risk and we take not necessarily a hit, but we're just like, hey, we can do this, then things can be a little bit easier for folks. Alicia says here, I know I have questions, just not sure always what they are. So this is a great like example, like she knows, but sometimes it's just hard for them to surface. And I totally get that. I get like I am, as a person, like a lot of you guys see me as like, oh, like he, like these Facebook Live, see me at a clinic, and you're like, oh, he's probably just an extrovert or whatever. But at the end of like the biggest introvert. Even doing these lives and stuff, I first I wish I'm sure it's deleted by now. Like I don't know if we saved it. I'm hoping we saved it somewhere. But my first Facebook Live wasn't that long ago, but probably 5, 6 years ago. It was horrible. It's horrible. It's not that like these are great, real bad, like real bad back in the day. So people like they feel vulnerable doing certain things, and I totally get that. I understand that. For myself, for sure, I would say my biggest one of my biggest like challenge personally is reaching out to people, asking for help and stuff. It's always been like a struggle for me, growing up for sure. And I just know if I hadn't have been that way, my life would be totally different. I like how my life is, but for surely, my like in it, like I'll just say inability, but maybe just do that earlier, to reach out to people is definitely created quite a bit. It's like you don't like it didn't open as many doors as I did take those opportunities. So my encouragement for you guys tonight is what you do for points of contact, and it doesn't have to do with horses, but neighbor lately. Have you talked to family lately, your own friends, or different things, shooting up conversations? Now, like I used to never do this, but if I'm somewhere, I'll try with a name stranger or something. Like maybe you were at the same location doing something, maybe at an event or something, but like, hey, how's and the times that I've done that, I've always been like, oh man, these people don't want to talk or whatever. But like 99% of the time, it's always a good thing. People are super welcoming, talk, they're happy to share, they're happy to learn, so many things like that. Um Shell's like, I asked so many, I'm hogging down. You even asked one today, I think, on chat. Yeah, it was good. I remember. Kara was like, I filmed it. Oh my god. Did you really film that? I feel like no, that wasn't the first one. I know what you're saying, but she was there for one of the first ones filming them. Yeah, in the arena. Um, this is how I feel at clinics. Olga. Okay, so I will say though, Olga and Cheryl for sure. I remember historically, um, you girls, I'm proud of you. You definitely take advantage of the situation. Not take advantage, but like you utilize the resource for sure. Olga, definitely championship material, probably first place for 2025. The number of questions fielded and answers that she got back for sure. Cheryl, I'm sure you're up there. If you haven't met Olga, Olga is top notch. She does not hold back. And I appreciate that though about you guys. Like you should be that way. And honestly, if you feel like you're hogging the time, I mean, I feel like I pause. I'm like, hey, does anybody got any questions? So if you have time, Olga, to ask another one, they're probably holding back for sure. Yeah, here, and Alicia's like, I appreciate others asking questions. I learn answers to questions I didn't know I had. This is a good one here. Yeah, but Alicia just said I'll post that one there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And like that's a special talent, Olga, to be able to do that, and Cheryl and whoever else feels like they're stepping up and doing that. That's a special characteristic. It's something that I've never really had, and honestly, I'm just now like in the last few years starting to kind of get over. I don't know if it was how I was brought up or my own personality from when I was born or whatever the thing was. It's something that never really developed in me until recently. I'm just surprised, honestly, that I've gotten as far as I have with without, because I'm like, how did I get to where I'm at now without having, if I'd have had that peace, smokes, would this have been easier for me? You know, like, say I'd reached out to Bob Avalon, showed up every day and just hung out, you know, and the people I'd have met and done, like it had changed I'm sure of it. And I still made it through, but I'm just like, man, that, who knows what. And obviously everybody's on the path they're supposed to be on and that sort of thing. I believe in all that. But yeah, just thinking back, you're like, holy smoke. So um put one in the chat if anybody here has ever been hesitant to reach out to somebody, ask a question. You've been just hesitant or unsure. You're like, on that, or I wish I had because you were a little concerned or lack confidence or scared. Like, there, if you're like, man, that was me, like at least one time. Maybe you're your little kid. Maybe you were like, it was last week. Is who knows when, but I know I could put like ones all over this chat and blow it up for sure. Blair's like one exclamation marks like out the gate there. Yeah, for sure. That for me, I get that's probably honestly, if I were to have like a weakest trait, that right there, I would be right up there on the top of the chart for sure. Not feeling comfortable enough to reach out to others. You know, but which is weird, and I don't know what it is. There's probably a psychologist on here somewhere at some point. I can get up in front of a crowd of like 5,000 people and talk. And if there's a horse in the room, I'm pretty good to go. But on that same day, I couldn't hardly sit down and talk to a single person. If for some reason, like if it's a person, I can talk to them. If it's somebody that I'm nervous around for some reason, like a mentor or somebody that I've in my mind placed them like up here, you know, like I don't know, like if Michael Jordan sat down in the same room as me, I probably wouldn't even be able to open my mouth or something like that, right? Like if they're like, whoa, they maybe have some sort of a status or claim or whatever the thing is. If I feel like they're there, whether they're there or not, but in my mind, I can't hardly talk. But yet I could go out and talk to 5,000 people, and that same person was in the audience, be whatever, it's fine. So, what's this one say? Alicia says, I'm not hesitant to reach out. I'm hesitant of who to reach out to. The people that seem to have the best to learn from seem to be the quietest. You'd never know how good they are. Yeah, that is also true. That's a very good point. Um, Alicia. Yeah. A lot of the knowledgeable people, they are probably the quietest. So Kathy says she had a one. Uh, Sherry says she's an observer for sure. Kimberly, one. Blair, Lori, Terry, ones. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I think oh, here we go. It was the era I grew up in. Grew up with a very cowboy dad. Yeah, that could be it. Maybe that's it. We'll get to the bottom of this, huh? Uh, yeah, Sherry. We'll get to the bottom of this. Yeah, so I feel that from you for sure. Uh yeah, and Lori's like, every time I get unsure, it's like my mind goes blank. Yeah. So, and that's part of like these lives too. It's like, do I need to be going live every night? Like honestly, like half of you are probably tired of it. So I do this for a couple of reasons. Like there's probably at least one person on here that appreciates these, right? I don't know who that is, but it seems like it's good for people, whether they catch the replay or the live or whatever. The other side of it, though, is for me. It's like I need the practice. I need to reach out. I need to keep the community alive. I need to let other people understand that being vulnerable is okay and that sort of thing. Like, there's lots of different like micro reasons, but basically, it's like for you guys and for me, right? And thanks. The two main reasons I do though. And we'll see if we keep doing these or not, but and so far I've been enjoying them. Ooh, there we go. Alicia says, I'm also super blessed with a few Team Stevers local. I like that, Team Stevers. And a good trainer that is helping my riding ability. LO. I like that. That's good. Good evening. Gina is on here. Very good. Terry's like this. Yeah, these are good. So, oh, somebody loves the lives. Very good. I feel like I'm bugging people. I hear you. Yeah, that's a good one, Terry. Denise, I love your lives. Very good. Cool. I like that. Oh, Blair. When I sent you the video of Bear and I tried loading and asking for constructive observation and you feedback on the video, I was vulnerable and that is hard for me, but I trust in you and your program to put the real deal out there. Absolutely. I'm really glad that you did that, Blair. Um, that's such a combination that you sent. You know, there's so many variables with these horses. Like they're at home, then they go to another location, like a training barn, and then like they struggle for a while, but then they adapt to that situation. Okay. So they kind of get used to like it's like their new home, kind of, right? And it's got certain rules and guidelines and schedules and whatever. But then they go back over here, and it's obviously different. It doesn't mean it's worse or better or whatever. It's like it's just different. Like the scheduling's different. The time is different. The length of time's different. Everything's different, right? It's not the one's better or worse. It's they're different. So then, because of the differences, those parameters will change for the horse. So sometimes certain things might show back up. But the good news is, you know, and what you're exposed to what it looked like in the video, it's the foundation stronger. So even though there's a little hiccup, the horse is like, okay, I know from over here this is not right, even though maybe this and it like they start and like, oh, okay. Now I have enough information to make the decision. I made a bad choice and I need to change that. So I'm really glad you finished strong and don't ever feel hesitant to send me stuff like that. And I love getting a little video like that because honestly, in just a few moments, I can be like, okay, this is what and it's not a criticism at all. Like I'm fully expecting something to show up and it's great if it can be videoed because then I can have some input on it and a little bit of insight and just like I've been there like thousands of times, so it's just like okay, I know some things I might try, and so I've throw out some suggestions, and then a lot of times it'll help, and if not, be like okay, we'll try something else. But the biggest thing is that you're not a quitter. You just keep going. Let's see. Gina says, I love the lives when I'm able to join in. Perfect. I love that. Feel connected to the Pacific Northwest and the horse crew while I'm away. I love that. Rusty. Rusty, where the hell are you? I know you're stationed somewhere doing something. I should probably know. I should follow that a little close. Rusty's out there keeping us all alive, people. That's all. That's how I think of it. Lives help keep me motivated through the winter. Keeps momentum for me. Silence makes it easy to hold off until. I like that. Same. Let's see. Just like our lives and changing things up until we can be comfortable, connected, and confident. I love that. It's so helpful to learn that we are not alone in our struggles. Other people are having similar issues that we work through together. I love that. These are great comments. I like that. So, anyway, I would challenge you guys that this week. So, first, if you're on here watching or you're catching the replay, I want you to put one regret that you've had and not reaching out to another person. Like maybe name the person or name the situation. Like I was in high school and I should have asked that professor. I was in college or I was, I never reached out to my neighbor at home and we never got, whatever the hesitation was. Like for me, it was Bob Avila for sure. A couple miles down the road. I went there one time. What a freaking waste. I'm like, every day I kick myself for that almost. Um, And then maybe share on here who knows? There will never be another Bob Avila, but maybe I could do something else. Like I reached out to Al Dunning. We were at an expo and I made it a point to spend time with Al Dunning earlier this year. It must have been in April. I was like, I'm gonna be Al Dunning's shadow. I saw him at breakfast. I saw him at evening functions. I saw him before demos. I was like, it's like he's like, who is this guy? Okay. But I was like, I am not letting these opportunities pass me up again. And he may or may not like me, but I'd rather him not like me because I tried than to not know me because I didn't try. Like, at least try. Maybe one. So, oh, Lindsay, Olga, and Alicia should create a triangular circle of question. for ladies that put out the effort for questions. I love this. Okay, this is so great. All right. So if anybody wants to share that, what's one point of contact you wish you'd made, and what's one point of contact you're gonna make? That would be my challenge for you guys tonight. What could that be? So I'm gonna make that list myself. I'm gonna come up with things. I was chatting with some folks today, and it's like, oh, this never normally talk to folks, but man, I learned quite a bit from these folks. So just normal everyday people. And I reached out, I was like, hey, how's it going? Like whatnot. And then all of a sudden I'm learning some stuff. We're questioning back and forth, and it's good for everybody. Hold on. We got a shout out here for taking the bull by the horns and reaching out to you to get mine and Bears Outlaw asked his first clinic in April. Yeah. I tell you, Christina, she got some points of contact on her, huh, Blair? Yeah, she's good. She posts, let's see. I think she messaged me today. Yeah, and I read it. It was a good message there today. And that's part of what I like about this is like our community is so strong. Everybody's sharing stuff and thankful and helping each other, and it's just like I can't be everywhere at all times, and it's neat to see the community like interacting um on a base level pretty regular and supporting each other like this. Like Christine's like, hey, get your ass down there, Blair. You all right? So Olga gonna go take the opportunity to go audit. Good. I can get there. Yeah. Good. Sherry. Says insecurity or judgments. Very sensitive through learning to understand the calm internal emotions. Very good. That's a good one, Sherry. Let's see. Very good. Cool. Well, just something to think about. I know not everybody wants to share or whatever, but just something to chew on. Think about it. And what could you do to make a few more points of contact? Could just be with your horses, too, honestly. You got 3 horses. You only been riding one of them. Maybe reach out to the others. Doesn't mean you have to ride them, but like, what could you do to like spend some more time with the others? Even just like, I'm still only going to ride the one, but I'm going to get the other 2 out and tie them up so that we're all like kind of hanging out and doing stuff. You know, points of contact with your own horses. Maybe having your dog around or whatever. Like just points of contact. People, horses, animals, all the things. It's like Tammy's on here. Hi, Tammy Barnhart. Well, there you go. Shane Steffen. Wish I had, or maybe I should schedule. There you go. Good one, Lindsay. Yes. Olga's like, I know. Olga's like, get after it, girl. Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to get going. Just a little topic for tonight. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. And we're going to, we got one more popping in here. Says, my biggest regret now is not advocating for Sabrina much earlier than I did and letting her struggle so much through her grade school years, but horses saved her and me too. Good one, Gina. Yeah, it's so cool what your kid can do. It amazes me. I'm always so serious at clinics. It's like there are different people throughout the year that come ride with me, and she's one of them. That like if you just kind of sometimes people might I don't know how to say this, but kind of just at first glance kind of put them aside a little bit, and it's interesting to me because I have several clients like that. When you really watch them go like by their effort, even though maybe they got put to the side at first mentally, maybe by people, is so much I don't know, superior, but like they just have a lot going for them, even though you wouldn't think they did. And then all of a sudden, when you watch them work through, which is cool about having a 3 to 4 day clinic, 5 day camps, you see them start to work through, and within a couple days, all of a sudden, this person that maybe you kind of looked past, all of a sudden is doing some insanely cool things because they've just like at the ground level just been like staying true and focused and practicing and all these little elements that don't require a whole lot of I mean, it is skill set, but like it's not like they have to be incredible. They just have to not quit. They have to stick with it. And uh people like Sabrina, like they're able to do that. Like every time I look up, Sabrina's working on something, and then all of a sudden her horse starts showing up. It's just so cool to see. So I love stuff like that. So yes. Let's see. The Stallion Cookie Monster at a farm I work at. You see from me posted time to time is an National Rank Cow Horse Association champ with Shane. Oh, there we go. See, small world. Everybody knows this. That's good. Good, 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 good. And Blair's like, Sabrina. Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to get rolling here, folks, about here a little bit, but just something that you want to think about these things. And yeah, points of contact. See what you can come up with. And maybe all of us will have less doubts in the future, less regrets, because we are making those points of contact. So thank you guys so much for making this a point of contact tonight. And look forward to talking to y'all again soon. All right. You guys have a good day and good night wherever you guys are.